Hey everybody, Oko here, and welcome back to our playthrough of Final Fantasy XI. So, I just used the warp here to come from Adeline, and warp straight here to the outer Rakaznar, which we... wow, look at this. We had briefly gotten the warp point here, so we could come back here quickly. Alright, so now what we're going to be doing is going deeper inside here, I suppose. First thing we're going to do is put together a party. And we're looking for the dragon scales. Alright, we'll go with this party here. We're going to bring in Darcelyn and Ingrid. Alright, so let's do a little exploring of this place. So the first place we want to go is... we want to head towards L8. So let's see here. L8. It's over here. Am I going the right way? Yes, I think so. This place is huge. Holy cow. What's this? Brash Gate. I'm not gonna mess with that right now. Alright, straight ahead. Alright, so that was... wow, this place is so massive. But here, some plants have broken through. There's a mining point here. So here we are, entwined roots. There's all kinds of things in this room. There's something over here, too. Geomatic fumes? What does that mean? A faint energy wafts up from the ground. I don't know what that is yet, but we'll... I'm more concerned with this. The entwined roots. So let's click on this. Yes, let's descend. Alright, so here we are. We're on a new map now. I think. No, are we? I don't know. Yeah, I guess we are. I don't know. Let's just see here. Let's, it still says Outer Rakaznar. Huh. Yeah, we did go down because we can't go back up. Sorry, I'm just getting a little confused here because it all looked exactly the same. Alright, so let's take a look at our map. So, sorry about this, guys. It's a new area. It's been a while since we've been in a new area. I'm a little overwhelmed here, but we'll figure this out. Alright, so we want to go to J10. So we're there. Oh, so all we have to do is go west. This way. Yeah, they're doing some construction in my building, so there might be some background noise, but that should be alright. Alright, so here we finally have some monsters and different things. There, I'm looking for this, the Amaranth Barrier. These are the things we're going after. Let's head down here. Alright, let's go for it. Let's bring down, yeah, so it's just like the Reeves. Destroy these three. This gate. Alright, so finally broke down those. Now we go through here. So we want to go to... Let's go this way. We want to go to H9, where we'll find an elevator. Yep, this is the right way, I think. I hope. So what are these monsters here? Scund Hexer. Yikes. I think we gotta fight this one. Yeah, we aggroed. Okay. Let's get rid of this out of the way. Before we aggro anymore, I'll probably use some potions, some enchantments. But basically, we're just trying to get to this part just directly north of here. Yeah. These guys are pretty tough. Alright, so, just to save time for now, we'll put up some enchantments. Alright, let's head north. Let's take a look around here too while we're at it. Oh, I wonder if we can walk over this. Oh, we can. Oh, is this the elevator? Maybe this is what we're looking for. No. Hold on. No, it says to go north. Oh, we're going the wrong way. How did that happen? No, we want to go north. Yikes. Ah. This way. This way. Yes. Up. That looks like it's telling us we can go up. Doesn't it? Arrows. Okay. Vertical transit device. Let's head to the higher floor. Yes. Wow, who cleans this place? It's ginormous. Wow. Okay, so now we're on a new map, and we want to go to I-11. So let's see where we are. So that's where we are. We're in I. We just got to go south. We'll see if we can get by with just the sneak here before I waste another prism powder. Let's go like this. Oh. How'd that happen? Let me take a look here. Really? Okay. Well. There's another way. Alright, this side's open, so let's see if we aggro anything going through here. I'm just gonna head south. Alright, so far so good. Let's see. We want to go... Yep! Straight ahead. I think we're heading the right direction. We'll come down here. Head to I-11. There we are. So let's go south and we'll be at I-11. And we are going to be looking for something that should show up on wide scan. Uh-oh, is this a dead end? Wait a minute. Oh no, now I'm getting nervous. Let's see here. Oh, maybe I have to go around. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, holy smokes. This place is tough. Yikes. The guide I'm using just tells me where to go. It doesn't tell me how to get there. That's okay. There's another way. And I think the skeletons are going to ignore us with sneak. Can't see us. Alright, let's go down this way. And let's just look here. So just keep going south. All the way south, as far as we can go. And then west. Is that right? Yeah, exactly. Something glowing ahead. What is this? Suspended sculpture. Not gonna fight that right now, but we'll come back to that. Uh-oh. Amnesiac. How did that happen? Let's just make sure it's not following us. Did we aggro it? No, it's not on our heels. Oh, here we are. I think we're in the right spot now. Oh, we gotta go a little bit further north. That would be I-11. This is a very big room. So, what do we do here? Let's see here. What's this? Effigy of ceiling. Yeah, that's what we want. Yeah, let's click on this. Effigy of ceiling. Alright, we got the Star Blessed Scale. So there we go. We got 1 of 3 scales found. Alright, good. So, next. So now we want to go to C7. Which is here. Ah, what a journey. Okay, well, I'm just gonna... Oh my god, there's so many blocks. It's hard to... Let me look at a map here. Wow, I'm just so overwhelmed. I don't know how to get there. Wow. I'm stumped. Is this a block? No, it goes through. Okay, so the place we want to get to is straight west from here. Yeah, hopefully we can get there. That little round room there. Let's just see how this goes. So, it's a little... We ran into a few blocks on the way here, but it wasn't too bad. Still haven't had any encounters with sneak. It seems to be working. But I'll still do my best to just avoid things. To be sure. Looks like there's some Fomors around here as well as ghosts. Alright, so the end of this little room, we should be able to get something. A key item. This question mark spot here. So here we are on the map, yep. Alright, so click on this and we receive... Oh, that's just the door. Here, this is even more dramatic. Yes, we're going to click on this. Or something. Yeah, we got a cutscene here. Alright, we obtained the key item Silvery Plate. And we need that for something. Yeah, so this basically tells the elevators that we can move around to new areas now. So now we want to go to E8. E8. Alright, we're close to it. Oh. Straight up ahead here. Yeah, in the room ahead there's going to be more vines, so we're going to use those to go down. Yeah, here we are. So we're heading to the little room there. That's where we're going to find these roots. Entwined roots. Alright, so now we want to go to H8. Let's see where we are. H8. That's the part right in at the very center. It's the very center of everything. H8. But there's 3 spots there where we could enter from. Let me just check here. Oh, it's an elevator there. Alright. What's this? What do you think this is? I don't know what that is, but I'm not going to click it. Because I don't think we're supposed... I don't want to go anywhere else. We're going to head north. Alright, so and then in this room, we're going to go east. And then that should take us to the center. Hopefully there's no barriers by just going there. Yep, here we are. So, let's see what happens here. Alright, vertical transit device. Yes. Let's go up. Alright, so now we want to go to H2. So we're on H. It's way up north. Oh my god, really? H2. Really? Why up there? That's an odd square. Alright. Alright, so up ahead here, I think is where we're supposed to be. Let's look around here. Yeah, well, here we go. We're looking for this statue here. Another one of these things. Let's just take off invisible. And click on this effigy of ceiling here. Right? There we go. Alright, so there we are. The Moon Touch scale. Number 2 of 3. Alright, so now we want to go back to the elevator. Right in the middle there. And we want to, so. Do exactly that. I don't know if it's wise to try and do this, but let's try and go through here without getting caught. I think we should be okay. Uh-oh. I wanted to go this way, but there's a door here, or it's blocked. Darn it! Why are there so many blocks? Alright. As long as this one's open, it's okay. Alright, so I believe the elevator is straight ahead here. Yeah. Alright, so we're back to the elevator, and we're going to take this down. Alright, now we want to go to F6. Where are we here? Yeah, there. So let's go north. Yeah, so north and then west. And we'll try and avoid the foamers as much as we can. Yeah, so we're gonna go over this way. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. No, oh, never mind. I thought that was a barrier. I see. So, we want to basically break down another one of those amaranth barriers. Up ahead here. It should be probably in this room, I would imagine. Yep. At F6. So, it must be down here. Yeah, alright, let's get busy. Let's break down this wall. Just to let you see where we are. We're here. This shouldn't take long. Alright, so we destroyed the 3 gems. That should open the door. Looks like we don't have our sneak anymore, so let's reapply that. Alright, so we need to go to this room here, at this little round room here at C8. So let's go southwest. So we're gonna do this all the way straight ahead. Yeah, and then south. Alright, so we're in. Now it's this room. We want to head to the west side. We have aggroed and enshrouded Sehireth. Let's fight him in this hallway up here. Where is it? What? Where's my trusts? Where is everybody? Here's Darcelin. Wow, I don't know what happened there. I'm just gonna move on. That was really strange. Okay. Attack. Oh, that thing. That creepy thing. It's not gonna live long. A little floating head with a little weird tail. Yeah, because we're basically where we want to be. So we're just going to be heading, yeah, towards this little round room here. There's a door blocking the path. I'm sure it'll open for us. And we got a job point. Look at that. All right, so demonic architrave. Alright, so there we are. We don't actually have to enter the room. We just have to click there to get the Sun-Kissed scale. And that's all 3 scales, which we want to take back to... Oh, I don't even remember his name. That dragon. Sas... whatever. But we're going to do a little more exploring here in... I forgot what this place is called, too. Outer Rakaznar. We're just going to do a little extra exploring to make a future visit here a little easier. Okay, so the first place we want to head is back to the elevator, and we want to approach from the north side. That's basically this. I think pretty much this is the way we came. So we're just going to retrace our steps right back. Alright, so click the elevator and we'll ride it back up. Alright, now we want to head to some vines at J3. So let's see where we are. So just sort of head north, J3. So it's probably in this little room here, I would imagine, huh? Wait, let me just take a look. So north, then east, and then northeast. Yeah, okay. Alright, we can see the vines straight ahead. Alright, so we're going to use the roots to descend down. Alright, now we want to head back to the elevator. But we want to enter the elevator from the east side. Yeah. So we just have to basically start by heading... there might be another reeve we're going to have to go through. Let's just see here. Straight up ahead is the elevator. Here we are. This one's going down, it looks like. Alright, so I click on here and descend. Alright, and here we are at a new area. Now we are in the Ra Khazanar inner court. So I'm just going to wait for the map to load here. So there is a bunch of warp points around here. Wow. Okay, hold on. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is go to this warp point up ahead here. I'm not sure if there's monsters here. Or if I can even call trusts. Let's just try. Oh, we can. I don't know if I need them. Let's just see. I'm going to... Oh, wow. This place is huge. These... Oh, my God. Wow, this place is so massive and epic, it's pretty intimidating. Holy smokes, it's just so huge. Here's some monsters. Okay, so I'm going to bring forth the party just to make sure. But we'll still use the shrouds just so we can get around quicker. Oh, darn it. Where's Darcelin? Ah, darn it! I can never find him. Alright, so we're going to keep on heading forward until we get to this waypoint. Alright, so we head down here, and this should be the first one, although I don't see anything yet. Oh, it's in the middle? Oh, okay. Oh, I see. It's an elevator. I thought it was going to be a waypoint to teleport. Okay, so now we're on the next map. There's 2 maps here for this spot. I don't really know where I'm going. I was kind of wondering... Oh, there's a home point there. That's what I want. So how do I get to there? Okay, I got it. So, we got some adventuring left to do. Okay, we're fine. Yeah, I got this. We're gonna get to that home point. So come down this way. We're gonna have to go through one of the colonization rave coming up. Another wall. I guess we're gonna have to break down or something. It should be here, I think. Oh no, we're nowhere close to it. Not even close. We're gonna come up this way. So here's the wall. So let's break it down. Heliotrope barrier. Looks like the eyes of Sauron. All right, that was a lot tougher than the other walls. Yeah, that took at least twice as long. All right, that's okay. We're gonna have one more of those barriers that we're gonna have to take apart as well coming up. But anyway, we'll worry about that when we get to it. They just take time, you know. We can do them. Yep. So head this way. Alright, so we aggroed a couple of gargoyles, so let's take them out. But we're almost basically where we want to be. Right over here, we're heading to this teleport here, which will take us back up to the other map. Alright, these guys are tough. They have a lot of hit points, it looks like. But we've taken on gargoyles before. Wow, these monsters sure are tough around here. We've run into a bit of a problem here. I don't seem to be hitting these guys, and I don't have, like Shantoto, I don't have any ranged fighters. They're flying, I think, is what's preventing them from getting... Are we hitting them? I guess we are kind of hitting them. Ah, it's just taking a long time. I wonder if we can just get out of this. Hold on, I'm gonna run up here to where the teleporter is. I don't want to fight these guys. It's taking too long. Aha! Aha! It looks like I'm assuming the gargoyles didn't come with us. Okay, good. We just kind of got out of it. That was taking too long. Yeah, the monsters around here are really, really tough. I'm gonna give Valanarol a little boost. Okay, so we have a long way to go now. Holy smokes, this is the longest trip of all. We have to go all the way here, down here, this way, south, and all the way to here. This is the transport we're trying to get to. It is a monumental distance. So I'm just going to do my best, and I'm going to... looks like those gargoyles had true hearing. They were able to hear through our silent oil. I don't have any other barriers to get through on this. At least there's no raves or anything. So hopefully with both enchantments up, we can just run the whole way there. So I'm just going to make a run for it, and if we have to stop for any reason, I'll show it. Oh my god. Try to avoid the gargoyles. Ugh. Oh my gosh. What is all this stuff? Oh, it's one of those things. Oh god. We're nowhere near where we want to be. We want to go down there. Oh my god. Look at those gargoyles. Okay, let's just try. I'll be really upset if I have to fight them. Okay, I think they ignored us. Ugh. Okay. Good lord. I haven't felt this scared to be wandering around in a long time. Yeah, these areas are tough. There's actually somebody else here. Okay, we're almost there. So we're just heading straight around the loop here. Wow, there's someone here. Looks like someone's doing some work. It's clearing the way for us. Thank you very much, my friend. Good luck on your adventures. Alright, so warp's right up ahead. All right, so now on this map, we have to go through another, yeah, we just have to go around to this spot, and then there's another wall here we have to break down. It looks like, yeah, so that's where we're heading. Okay, so straight ahead here, there's another wall we gotta break down. These ones are tough. They take a long time, it seems, but we could do it. We've done it. We did it once already. So here we gotta do it for a second time. So let's get busy. Let's take out one Eye of Sauron at a time. These walls sure are tough here in the inner court of Rakaznar. Holy smokes, that took a long time. But anyway, we could do it. Alright, so we're going to head right up here, northeast, and there's going to be another transport. We're almost there. We're almost done. Just got to take this. Looks like a Transformers logo there. Wasn't that the Decepticons symbol? Kind of thing. It looked like it, didn't it? Alright, so now we just want to go just north. Right there, that one north. I don't even know if there's going to be any monsters on the way. Let's just wait and save our potions. I think we might be safe from here on in. Yeah, no monsters. Okay, so wow, look at this thing. It's ginormous. It's just floating. Wow, this place looks really neat. All right, so here we are, another transport, and then I think this is the last one. So, yep, we're good. See, we're just gonna head straight for the home point now, and then we're done. We'll never have to do that trek again, but we will be coming back here to do things. But I just wanted to go through it the quickest way to get the home point, so that would save us some time in the future when we do need to come back. So, I think it should be right down here. No monsters. Wow. Look how intimidating it is. We're heading in towards this giant structure. There's somebody here. What? Oh, no. I thought it was a person. No, it's... Oh, it is a person! Infernal Transposer. Mellowbrow. Okay, but before I do anything, I'm just going to activate this home point. There we go. We got the home point now for the inner court of Rakaznar. Yikes. Let me talk to this guy. I'm so curious. Whoa, this guy looks like he's gonna jump. Well, now, you wouldn't think to find a mortal all the way down here. Did you lose your way, little boy? I just, of course. Aha, ha, ha, ha. I'm waiting for my friends to come. Soon the show will begin. But you're not ready yet. So leave me be. Alright, and this is one of those transporters. One of the Adeline transporters. Nothing happens. What? Okay, well, whatever. We got the home point, which is the important thing. Alright, so that's it. So now we're going to head back to Camer Drifts and head to that Alpine Trail to talk to our dragon friend. Sajaka, right. That's what his name was. My scales. I can scarcely believe they are all here. Utterly amazing! I had long reassigned myself to eternal pain, but now I remember what it feels like to be whole. It's all fading away. I bet that feels good. The nightmare is over. I am free! Once more will I be able to soar above the clouds, feeling their wet droplets coalesce on my flesh. Children of man, you have my thanks. Now that I am once again whole, I will aid your cause. A dragon does not forget his promises. Is this a world tree sapling? Like the one August brought back from Razoa? So what now, Sajaka? You feel like humanity isn't as hopeless as you thought? My friend, these outsiders, what did you call them? Adventurers? Adventurers! They journey the land for all sorts of purposes. Fame, fortune, justice, wanderlust. Here, they fulfill the role of pioneers. They come from the Middle Lands, but they have been all over the world. Some went to, what was it called? Atragan, where they served as mercenaries. Color me impressed, Moramar. You have certainly been busy when not under my gaze. We talk of Augusta and curses, ancient empires and forgotten kingdoms. But what Vanadil is today, it is because of young men and women like Oko. An age of adventure. Speaking of powers long forgotten, back in those olden times, there were three forces that made all this possible. The savage yet noble hero, King August. The twinned world tree, which watches over all life. And you, Sajaka, a holy dragon whose light shines like the freshly woken sun. I thought all had been lost. We worked as hard as we could, yet it was all we could do to seal away Hades. And now, with those forces in a precipitous decline, I thought there was no way to save this land. Up until this moment, I had taken these phenomena to herald the beginning of the end. I thought myself irreparably shattered, yet now my wounds are mended. This is all thanks to you. With this, you should be able to restore the world tree. 2 of the 3 are ready to be brought to bear. Now, what about August, whose spirit is held hostage in the Serpentine Labyrinth? If we only had something that could compare to his valor. We do. Oko, you have traveled through Vanadil. There is a certain song that you perhaps may have heard of. It shelters us in times of need. A mere song? Yes. This song has been passed down in Adeline from generation to generation, and is said to have come from the goddess herself. Though storms may brew and threaten the land, there is one shining star that shall help us to stand. It remains resolute before man, before beast, and brings with its song a bright hope when fortune has ceased. This ally is just, its eyes raised to the sky, protecting us from our foes, a blessing from on high. It has been around longer than Adeline, and some scholars assert that it was originally sung in a tongue not known to the people of Vanadil, and the section we know is but one part of a greater whole. Our interpretation may be wrong, but nonetheless, it is a beacon that guides Adelinians in dark times. The goddess of the dawn has served as our eternal protector, and we cannot help but think these words spilled forth from her lips. Hearing this song now, I feel like all hope is not lost, that tomorrow will be a brighter day. As Shajaka said, maybe we do not have the 3 forces that sealed Hades away so long ago, but we have something now that they did not. Just like a holy dragon rising valiantly from the peaks, just like a young tree stretching defiantly towards the heavens. We have a new power standing right by our side. So the light of dawn comes from the east, And this new power can cleanse evil, expel monstrosities, and conquer the darkness. Sajaka, this sapling you have given us, what are we to do with it? When August recovered the sapling from Razoa and brought it here, he planted it in one of the most sacred areas of Albuka, but such an area would have long since fallen to the choking miasmas of the Serpentine Labyrinth. Were you able to affix it to the roots of the existing world tree, you may be able to bring it back to life, but I have not the faintest notion of how. Not at all? Unfortunately. But do not fret, young one. Should you desire to aid the world tree, all you need to do is ask it. Ask the world tree. How would we go about doing that? Wait, could you possibly mean... I see you are starting to realize at last. Your first order of business is to restore the world tree. That is the only way to bolster Albuka against the evil within. Alright, so now that we have that sapling, we got a little hint there. It looks like we have to go and talk to Ignis, who is sort of been transformed into a plant. Maybe he has some sort of connection with the world tree and can tell us where. Anyway, let's just head to the castle and just see what Ignis has to say. Why am I not surprised to see you, Oko? To heal the world tree, we must ask the world tree for its help, so of course I thought. Arciela. Ignis, Moromar told us the truth. He said you were using the curse as a way to further understand the world tree, and the whole time, none of us knew. Oko, show him what Sajaka gave you. You show Ignis the World Tree sapling. Ignis, do you see this World Tree sapling? Oko has. It's to help us revive the World Tree. But if what the dragon Sajaka says is true, then there is no place left in Albuka sacred enough to plant it. He believes that we must use the World Tree itself if we are to make it whole again. What do you think he means? Ignis, oh no. What if he can no longer speak? Eng-E-F Ger. Ignis, I can't understand. Ignis. Ignis's voice grows soft and is beyond comprehension. Even your Rosalatia's poem only echoes back the same cryptic passage. Oko, did you understand what he said? Tree grafting. Possibly that's what he was talking about. Isn't that where you take part of one tree and attach it to another so they both live? Oh, Oko, you're magnificent. Ignis, thank you. One issue remains. How are we supposed to graft a sapling to roots buried so far underground? Did you see that, Oko? Was that Ignis? Ignis! Oh, thank goodness. He appears to have merely passed out. Was that a forest? Are you telling us to search for it? Alright, so now we'll just quickly head to the Pioneers Coalition and talk to Level, so we can touch base with him. See if he has any further information that he can share with us on this forest that we're looking for now. An untainted section of the forest? You mean like a new Ergon locus? This might be a bit of a long shot, but one of your pioneer buddies came by the other day saying that he saw a wooded area deep within Khmer Drifts. I've never been out there myself, but it doesn't make any sense. There's no business for a forest to be in that desolate wasteland. On the other hand, Albuka is a land of mysteries. Who can really tell? Yorshia and Hanatiel are forests, and the soil there reeks of poison. On the third hand, frostbite does strange things to a man's faculties. Sorry, Oko, I probably left you more confused than when you came in. Well, no, he did tell us the Khmer Drifts, so that's where we're gonna head, is to the Khmer Drifts. Let's see if we can find this forest. So, okay, here we are. So we're on this side of the ravine, and this is where we originally, I think, had entered. Oh no, it's not. No, this is a different area. I was gonna say this is where we originally entered Ra Kaznar or whatever, but no, that was way up here somewhere. We're down here, and yeah, just to the west here, there should be a little part that goes in. Huh? Wait a minute. Oh, right here. Wait, what? Blockaded path? Hold on a second. I guess this is what we're looking for. We'll click on this blockaded path. There is an opening in the crag just large enough for you to squeeze through. Okay. Yep, we're going to a new area here. Alright, so that brings us to Lifalia, a new area. Cool. Here's the forest, alright. So you made it after all. Sometimes the truth is right under your nose, and you just don't know it. We thought this place was destroyed and buried centuries ago. This is Lyphalia, the sacred home of the Leafkin, and the site where the World Tree was first planted. To think that we're actually here. I know you're itching to get started, but we've got to wait for Darcelin to bring your princess. How about taking a look around while you wait? Right, let's look around. We do have a map. There it is. That's it. Looks like there's also a warp point straight ahead, or a home point. I mean, well, it's a warp point. All right, there we are. Click that, so we can always come back here. There's a goblin here, Supox. He sells things: jungle nectar, acorn, mocha grass, sobbling fungus, arborescent seed, arbor fruit seed, grove hummus. Here's a Lyphalia, meandering leafkin. No, we can't understand them. We're looking for an aged stump. There's something over here. What's this? Odyssean passage. Pale eddies of light swirl in front of you. The leafkin seems to be wholly oblivious to it. Aged stump. There it is. Alright, let's examine this aged stump. I have seen all, children, both what you have done and what has befallen the world, and I have chosen to put my faith in you. Pure water is our sustenance, and shining light our shelter. Without these, we would never survive. Our mother cries out for aid. Come, let us begin the preparations. Now we're gonna look for... Oh, that. I just saw it. There, the heroic footprints. Right by this tree here. So then we click here. Glad you could make it. I can't believe you, Oko. The fate of Adeline lies in the balance, and you didn't even come find me? Don't be so harsh on him, Princess. After all, I'm sure Oko thought about the consequences should he fail. That's why he didn't tell you. Is that the truth? Yes, it was out of concern. I suppose I should thank you, but I really wish you had told me anyway. Get out! Begone from our land! Yggdrasil is not a place for people. I know, let's lay a curse on them. Grah! You lunkheads need to clam up before I get angry. We're trying to make the World Tree whole again, and the lot of ya are just getting in the way. Make it whole? You can't pull the wool over our eyes. Get out! Begone from our land! Please calm down and listen to what we have to say. We're going to restore the World Tree, and we want you to witness it. Is she serious? I think she is. You can't fool me. Oh, come on. What would she possibly have to gain from lying? Arciella, don't worry about them. They listen about as well as a berserk goblin. You're one to talk. Just stay there and don't move, all right? Got us above. See what I mean? For a bunch of bodiless spirits, they sure act up like little kids. They're definitely animated, but don't blame them too much. Mortal children are much the same. That's cute. He's on Darcelin's head. Yes, this is my brother. He heard Darcelin calling, and he grabbed onto my leg and wouldn't let go. So I told him he could come along. So this is the stubborn Ignis? Wahaha! Look at the sheen on those verdant leaves. How many gardeners does it take to keep you so perfectly pruned? This is no laughing matter. Oh, I meant no offense. He just looks so regal. No, you're making fun of him. When will you ever... there's so little mirth in the world. Can't you allow me just one joke? Well, this is quite the spectacle. Who goes there? It's Malaqua. Minister Melvien. Then my eyes do not deceive me. That is indeed Princess Arciella. When I saw a dainty figure riding atop a golden beast, I could have sworn my eyes were playing a trick on me. But here you are, in the flesh. I can only thank my good sense in choosing to follow your tracks. What would bring you to Camir? My dear, I have always been a student of history. Call it an intellectual curiosity. I chanced upon quite an intriguing volume, and spent many a night poring over it. Too many, perhaps, and I realized that I had stumbled onto a treasure. Before I realized it, here I stood. I never thought the phrase, lost in one's research, could be taken so literally, and yet I find myself more invigorated than I ever was in my manse. Lady of Adeline, I believe I now understand your penchant for the wilds. Of course, I remain but a humble student. Melvien, about that book. Princess, you seem to recognize this guy. Just who is he? Well, he serves in Adeline as the Minister of Finance. Melvien de Malaqua. Charmed, I'm sure. A man of your stand-in made it here without bodyguards? I'm impressed. In my day, that was unthinkable. And the dangers of the forest didn't worry ya? A measure of caution is always prudent when venturing into lands unknown, but my pursuit of the truth overcame any fears I may have had. I like this one. Reminds me of ya, Princess. With how you're always trekking about without a care in the world. Your approval is much appreciated. But if I may ask, just where are we? Is it preposterous to think such a place would exist within the recesses of such an inhospitable locale? This is a sacred land called Lefalia. If you're looking for history, then you found it. Lefalia. Oh, preparations must be almost complete. Preparations, you say? For what? Might I witness what is about to occur? Of course. It's only right for a minister from the city itself to see what's about to happen. Young ones, I cannot thank you enough for what you have done. The time is right for Mother to be made whole. I shall commence the ceremony. We're ready. What we do here today is to restore the rightful order of things. Nothing should change, and all will be as intended. Sons and daughters, bear witness to Mother's revival. That's the world tree. Look at what's happening to it. Look, Oko, it's really true. Uh-oh. Ugh! You monster! What have you done? Who is it? Oh, what? All these years, Marmar, and you haven't changed one bit. Oh my god! Melvian, why? House Adeline ends here. Here comes Darcelin. Awesome! There we go. Filthy beast. I'll end you like I did him. Damn you, Melvian. You thought you won, but I'm no ordinary man. Damn it all to the abyss. What on Vanadil was he thinking? Dead men tell no tales, Mormar. Ugh. What was I supposed to do? Ugh. Oko, did he get you too? Fine, I'm more worried about you. None of his bullets hit me. I've been dealt worse hands. I'm more worried about you. It hit my armor. Me? I'll be fine, merely a flesh wound, and it takes more than that to bring me down. And the important thing now isn't me, but that we can't ask that bastard why he wanted to ruin everything. He is done. Dwelling on it does not serve any purpose. Oh, so he died? Okay. No. Why? Why did he have to protect you mortals? I hate you all. What do you tell Arciela? You couldn't have known. There was nothing you could have done. It means the same thing. Strange. At least Rosalicia is safe. Thank goodness. At least there's something to be thankful for. I heard what happened. You tried to protect her from harm. That bluster about hating people was just a front, wasn't it? The fabric of life is a strange thing, Princess. When one thread ends, another begins. I'm sure y'all be able to thank him someday. But if you need to cry now, then let it all out. We gotta press on, or their sacrifices will have been for nothing. Rosalacia! Success has never tasted so bittersweet. This should prevent Hades from rising up again. I'm sure of it. As long as it grows strong and healthy, I'd not worry about that. This land is protected not just by Sajaka from the peaks, but also by Kamau in the snowfields. Neither of them will let any harm come to it. That's true. This is probably not something you want to hear, but you're gonna have to report his death to the castle. But he's not some homeless beggar no one would miss. His disappearance will cause questions. First, the king falls ill and is bedridden. Next, a minister disappears. People will be up in arms. It's the curse. It's the curse. But if people know he's dead, there'll just be normal internal strife. It won't be pleasant, but certainly better than the alternative. There's no need to tell everyone the nitty-gritty. I'll find some way to dispose of the body myself. All you need to say is that you saw him in Khmer Drifts. Okay. That dull attitude won't move the hearts of Adeline. With Ignis as he is, the people will turn to you for leadership. Adeline wouldn't be the first nation ruled by a woman, nor would it be the last. Oko, she is counting on you for words of encouragement. I know you can do it. You're right, I can, and I must. A response worthy of a princess. While you're doing that, I'll remain here to take care of things. Morimar, thank you. And thank you, Oko. I would never have been able to make it here without your help. Mere words are not enough. To Adeline, there is much to be done. I think that if we click on this heroic footprint again, we might be able to get another... Oh, we lost the world tree sapling, but we can get another little cutscene here with Morimar. I'll handle the cleanup. You gotta go back to Adeline with Arciela. Oh, that's it. Yeah, just reminding you. Okay, so let's just head back to the castle, and I think we're pretty much gonna wrap things up for this episode. It's been long enough, I think. No one at the castle could believe their ears when I told them of Melvienne's disappearance. Least of all the other ministers. I suppose there's no helping that. You must have had your hands full. I'm so glad you stuck with me through it all, Oko. I have begun to open my eyes to the world ever since we first met. There was so much I didn't know about pioneering, the jungle, and even my own homeland. Every step is a new journey. Cooped up in this castle like I was, I forgot what real life was like. But you showed me that I must not be content with how I am right now, that I must continue to push myself each day. For that, I will always be grateful. I'd like to present you with a little something from both me and my brother. I know these trinkets aren't much, but they're artifacts that symbolize important moments in Adeline's history. I'd like to let you have them all, but... Tradition. Ignis wants to say that our tradition is to let those who serve the house, well, chose one. So there's these 3 items here. They're necklaces. The Adeline Refuge has an auto re-raise feature when you're doing raves. The Ignis's Resolve during raves gives you a regain plus 30. And the last one, Arciela's Grace, during raves gives Regan 10, plus 10, and Refresh, plus 10. I don't really care for any of these, to be honest. I really don't. I'm not going to wear them. So I think we just have to pick one, though. It sort of ends up being sort of an item for a quest item, basically. Oh, I don't know. What's the best, huh? I'm just going to go with Adeline's Refuge. Yeah, let's just go with the first one there. And every job and every race can wear any of the 3 necklaces. This one, I hope you will treat it as it is, a valued heirloom. Do you remember that ancient Adelinian song I sang back in Mount Camir? Maybe Moramar is right. The light of dawn comes from the east. I, for one, believe you pioneers have been sent to rescue this land. Forgive me if my words cause undue burden. The world tree may be safe, yet Adelin's struggles are far from over. But as long as we live, we will keep fighting. And Oko, we will continue to need your help. Let's do some more quests in Western Adelin. Starting here at the Inventors Coalition. Let's check up on our friend Amchuchu and see if he has any work for us. I'm willing to bet he does. She, I should say. Oh, I forgot. It's a girl, a lady. And I want those paper wafers on my desk by the end of the week. Consider it done, Meester. You're Junior. Snappy wap out of it, Junior. Who? What? Ah, Amchuchu. What were we talking about again? Altana, help me. I expect Daru you to be paying attention, not eyes glazed over in stupor. Sorry, Amchuchu. I've just got a lot on my mind. I want answers, and I want them fast. Where's that cur of an inventor, or whatever he calls himself, from the Middlelands? Meister Gratzig, that's him. That's the man. I think his name was Midgus? Midas? Midras? Yes, Midras, that's right. The name of the spy is of no concern to me. Tell me, spy, you recognize this link pearl, don't you? Don't you? Don't play the fool with me. My man Hector saw you using it to communicate with someone. If the Peacekeepers Coalition saw me using it, then what about the report? If they found the report, it'll spell the end for me and all the work I've done. Speak up, fool. If you don't spit out the name of who you are talking to, I'll have your head on a pike in front of Plateau Triumphus. Stop stalling, pawn scum. Out with it. No mention of the report? Does that mean they haven't found it? Your silence speaks volumes. Maybe your tongue will loosen a bit once you're formally charged. Bring him back to the Coalition. I guess they haven't seen it. Then there's no solid evidence for them to go on. But that still doesn't solve the mystery of where it went off to. Got cotton stuffed in your ears, boy? You'll be coming with us. We wouldn't have incidents like this if you shut your doors to these meddling foreigners. Excuse me, Gratzig, but nothing my coalition has done has imposed woes to any hardship on you and yours. And we both know that fostering technological exchange with other lands is beneficial for the continuing development Daru of Adelin. Your words are pretty, Amchuchu, but can you really call it exchange when there's espionage going on right under your nose? Speaking of noses, I wouldn't be so quick to poke you oak there, honker. of yours where it doesn't belong. Maybe if these hooligans knew their place, I wouldn't have to. The source of this trouble is their shady actions, not the justified execution of my charge. And you pro-colonization nitwits are whining about development, 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 so much that the founder king must be spinning in his grave. The only reason you're able to waste all your energy spewing wooing such filth is because the vegetables from the Civic Arboretum grow with my coalition's technology, I might add. Feed that pork barrel you call a stomach. What we are working on now will increase the yield tenfold, so that you and your ungrateful comrades can enjoy an even more bountiful harvest-a-roo. You think too highly of yourself. Those raw-rob tails grown in that dank pit aren't fit for consumption. If it isn't my two favorite maesters having a lovely heart-to-heart, are we? The two of you are screeching so loud that Ignis himself could hear it. And the topic du jour is vegetables, is it? My dear Gratzig, I'm afraid I must side with the inventors on this one. Those rara tails are as exquisite as any gift from the goddess. I've no time for nonsense, Flaviria. I'm here because someone spied a certain inventor from the Middlelands skulking about the woods, having a hushed conversation through this link pearl. We're here today to ask this boy a few questions, nothing more. And just who spotted him? My patrolman, Hector. Why? Oh, one of your patrolmen. Now, where have I seen this tale play out before? Oh, yes, I seem to recall an incident where one of your patrolmen had a hand in framing one of my raptors. What are you implying? Why, nothing. And besides, it's not like the conversation is stored inside that thing, although it would be nice if such a device existed. But a broken link pearl? No, that's about as worthless as evidence gets. As a man of the law, surely you understand better than any of us that you cannot take this man in for questioning without evidence. Isn't that right, esteemed maester? If you spent half as much time working as you do flapping your lips, fine. But don't think this is over. Yeah, stupid, dumb. You listen well, boy. Maester Flaviria may have earned you a reprieve, but if you make so much as one wrong move, I'll be on you quicker than Maester Lay on her subordinates. Thank you, Flaviria. Think nothing of it. You know how that man can be. Oh, Oko. What a surprise wise to see you here. So, what brings you to the coalition? I'm Choo-Choo. I've got to confess something to you. Junior? Why so loud? And are you shivering? Well, I came here to Adeline at the behest of an organization from the Middlelands to collect information about your technology. I wish I could say more, but I can't. But even though I formulated my report, I haven't yet handed it over. I understand that no mere words can rectify my massive betrayal of your trust, but I'm incredibly sorry. I see. But if you didn't hand over the reporteroo, then there's nothing to worry about. Gratzig had nothing actionable on you. I suppose there are always things that must be done away from the lighteroo of day. I think I understand what's going on. I'm a genius after all. I know I'm not so naive as to believe that at least some information will not fall into the wrong hands. What with all these pioneers immigrating from the Middlelands? And the coalitions here in Adeline are never of one mind when it comes to building up our city. How can we blame others when our internal affairs are in such sordid disarray? I wish I could counter-wounter your argument, but you have me bested. Oh, Amchuchu, keep your chin up. I'm not singling you out, for the Mummers Coalition fares no better. We employ talent from the Middlelands just as you do, though they are less scientifically inclined. And they too have come with a host of unforeseen problems. But we shall save that for another time. There are pressing matters to which I must attend. Adieu, Amchuchu, Oko. Well then, I can't let this get me down, lest Chero Machero scold me for being a misbegotten wastrel. Back to our research. Junior Woonier, open your ears. Research calls. Amchuchu, I'm really sorry. Poor kid. This entire situation has me positively frazzle-wazzled. Oko, you've got a good head wed on those strong shoulders of yours. What do you think needs to happen? Get angry, cheer up, dodge the issue. Let's cheer up. And who should do this? Amchuchu Gratling, Sid. I'm sure Daddy could make Midris feel like a million gil, but don't you think Sid would positively throw his hammer at the wall when he heard, causing his men no end of consternation? Hang on, nothing actually happened though. Midris's plan failed whaled, so there shouldn't be much of an issue. That's the ticketaroo. If Sid tells Junior there's nothing to worry about, then Junior's future is as bright as the high noon sun on the colonial esplanade. Okay, let me find my quill and parchment and pen and epistle. It wouldn't do for me to go in person, so I hereby appoint you as my official envoy. Let's see, Sid would take effronteroo if I scrawled any old chicken scratch down, so I must choose my words carefully. In the meantime, would you mind running a small errand for me? Before this whole debacle broke out, I was in the midst-eroo of repairing some tools of the trade that a couple of my less dexterous assistants got their mitts on. I would ask that you pick up a few things for me so I can restore them to tip-top shape. Let me think. A midrium ingot, a piece of Urunde lumber, and a square of Raz leather. Yes, one of each should be sufficient-eroo. When you have procured the requisite-eroo goods, bring them to Chantilly over there. While you're doing that, I'll get started on this letter wetter right away. I'm sure it'll be done by the time you come back. So, some of those items are high craft items. You can craft them if you have really high craft ability. I just went to the auction house and just bought them. The cheapest item was... Well, here, let me take a look here. So it was... Let's go to the bottom. Here, so the Raz leather. I think that was one of the cheaper ones. No, the Urunde lumber was the cheapest. Yeah, the Urunde lumber was the cheapest. This one was expensive. I think this was the most expensive. And then this midrium ingot, but... Let's give her those. Ah, most excellent. This should suffice. I shall see that they are delivered to the appropriate personnel. I know our maester asserted that she would have the letter done by the time he returned, but she has a slight penchant for hyperbole. I apologize for the delay, but I must request that you wait a little longer. Oh, darn it. Look at the time. Yeah, I was just about to say, we have to wait for the next game day. And we just missed midnight. Okay. Okay, we'll come back then. We'll do some other quests and come back. Let's head to the mummers. Alright, so here we are at the mummers again. Let's talk to our contact here, the one in the back here. Yeah, Paladi. Let's see what she's been up to. Since the last crazy encounter we had with her and the Tarotaros. Kind of looks like a casino, doesn't it? I don't know what's with all the hearts, though. The lovey-dovey hearts. Good lord. Oh, for the love of... Stop staring at our customers, Oko. Though, since you're technically one of us now, perhaps I should fill you in. The Coalition has become a bit of a hotspot for young lovers of all shapes and sizes. Ah, young love, their twinkling eyes filled with the light of hope, and their bulging wallets filled with the sparkle of coin. So, don't blow it by scaring away all the business. And besides, what are you doing lollygagging about here when there's work to be done? Don't play coy with me. You know exactly what I mean. You wish you had a boyfriend? You mean money? You wish to find Taro sauce, probably. I know this is about them, so you are, in fact, not oblivious to where you should be headed. That leaves me with one question. Did you show that ugly mug of yours around here just to taunt me? Or is it that you came here to spy on our lovebird clientele, in some psychotic need to be known as Adeline's most prolific peeping Tonberry? Either way, haul tail out of here and find those worthless food vacuums before they eat us out of house and home. Alright, and we know where those guys hang out. They hang out by those crates that are just a little bit east of the center part of town. Actually, they're pretty close to the residential area, actually, as well. I think that's actually a little more accurate. The cheap is on to us, Musto Rusto. Can you believe she actually took time to visit every restaurantaroo in Adeline and have them blacklist us? Oh, my lovely Minifi. Musto Russo's cheeks begin to flush at the thought of Minifi del Caba. I haven't had so much as a nibble-wibble in the past 3 hours. Oh, for but a whiff of your blonde wand hair. Musto Rusto, you about to keel over from malnourishmentaroo, and you just stand there like a goblin enthralled with rare ore. Have you decided to abandon your lifelong dream in the pursuit of a fresh piece of tail? Remember, when we set out on this path, we pledged to become the greateroest comedic duo in all Vanadil, and reap all the fruits and meats and desserts of our labor. Our carnal pleasures lie not in the fleshy wesh of women, but in the succulence of freshly roasted dolmal steaks. Oh, my lovely Minifi. Are you listening? Are my words even wentering your ears? Wait, if Musto Rusto lands himself a vegetable hawker like Minifi, then we can get her to cook some 5-star meal wheels for us. Yes, this is perfect, Aru. All it requires is some careful planning on my part. Oi, Musto Rusto. I've come up with a way to make Minifi throw herself at your feet before the end of the day. Really? You mean I'll be able to cuddle-waddle up against her bosoms? Your head'll be snug between 'em faster than Ingrid can make the ministers soil their underclothes. Leave the details to me, and your love will be requitarude. Requitarude? Hooray! Uh-oh, it's our lovely assistant Daru. Perfect. Give me a hand to make Musto Rusto Confession of Love the most heart-wrenching ever. But I am feeling a little faintaroo, so chop chop. There are 4 ingredient taroos to any good confession. The looks, the come on, the stylistic pose, and the gift. The last one is especially weshly important. It's really that simple. I've thought of a couple ideas for each category, so you can help by weighing in with what seems the most appropriate. As our assistant Taru, your job is to find the perfect arrangement to make Musto Rusto the apple of Minifi's eye. Failure is not an option. At least, not with me at the helm, because I'll shootaroo you down if your choices are lacking a certain je ne sais quoi accent. First, we'll need to decide on the outfitaroo. Minifi will surely turn her nose away if she doesn't find his exterior appealing. A large task, to be sure. Alright, so what do we want him to wear? We want him to look spiffy, right? Yeah, I think we'll go with the cockern hood. So, you think this will make a good impression, Weshan? Yes. Now we have to come up with the right come on. A powerful opening line will make her knees like jelly. So, hey, pretty, wanna see my mug garden? I heard there's an excellent cook. I heard you're an excellent cook, pardon me. I want to see you in a subligar. Alright, well, I heard you're an excellent cook. Sounds good. Musto Rusto should utteroo the words, I heard you are an excellent cook. Is this your choice? Yes. Next, we gotta decide how Musto Rusto should present Taru himself. You know, how to ham it up. Alright, so let's see. A lively jig. Yeah, this is for a pose. What kind of pose should he do? A lively jig, a flourishing welcome, or a panic attack? We'll go with a lively jig. Sounds good. Yep. Are you absolutely sure? Yes. Finally, the best part, the giftaroo. What better way to seduce a woman than giving her something she'll never forget? You have to be very careful, because this could make or break everything, and we both need him to win over Minifi. So, there's a fruit parfait, a plate of... There's a whole bunch of things. You just choose one. Go with a fruit parfait. You're confident that'll make her the putty in Musto Rusto's hands. Yes. Then it's settle-weddled. But it wouldn't do to have him go in dry. First, it's rehearsal time. I'll figure out how to procure the proper attire. In the meantime, Musto Rusto, you'll have to practice your come on and beckoning pose. And as for you, Assistant Taru, hurry up and bring me that fruit parfait. Tuffle Buffle's tummy started rumbling. Don't you understand, Juan, the word hurry? It's been 3 hours already, and I can't take any more! So I got the item ahead of time. I just got the auction house, and it was super cheap. Here it is, the fruit parfait. Let's see how this goes. Musto Rusto, The present's all set. So it's time to roll up your sleeves and get down to business. And I know just the thing to help you practice Wactus. Let's just put this here and... Sweet Altana, I must weigh 1,000 wowsand pounds. Ah! This is a mistake of momentous proportions. Let me try that again. Move, you stupid fatty waddy. Phew! Okay, I think, Wink, this is the right one. There, a tad bit more attractive, wouldn't you say? Action! I don't know if I can do it. The butterflies are wouncing around in my stomach. By the way, you guys, I have no idea what just happened there. I don't know if this is supposed to be a joke or what. What just happened with that Mithra in black? She's laying on the ground now. This is really confusing. Enough talk of stomachs. You've got to lead with your come on and then strike a daring wearing pose. I heard you're excellent Taru when cooked. Now quickly, hand over the present Taru. Cool as a cucumber. And cut. Yes, this is absolutely perfect Taru. Exactly the flair and panache I was hoping for. And the way you tripped over your lines was adorable warble. Yes, I can picture you hand in hand with Minifi, counting the stars as you sit by Fontis Zanira. Really? Oh, yes indeed. With me as the big cheese, there's no way she'll let you slip whip through her grasp. So get to it. Get to it. Oi! Stop loafing about like this morning's laundry. And get her to start cooking. Get her to notice you. Okay, Tuffle Buffle. I'll be okay. Just breathe. Whew! Come, ladies and gentlemen, and enjoy our delightful array of fresh vegetables. Why, if it isn't Musto Rusto, to what do I owe the pleasure? Minifi, I heard Minifi, my sweet. Work keeping you preoccupied? Petrolot. Oh, this guy. Yeah, this guy was a hunk. She liked him. Oh, Petrolot. I've got a customer at the moment, but I promise I'll be right with you. Hey. Minifi, who is your acquaintance? Why, he's my new boyfriend. But boyfriend? He's so strong and handsome and so tall. Minifi, dearest, your customer is here to purchase your lovely vegetables, not to hear about your personal affairs. Oh my, where are my manners? Oh, Musto Rusto, leaving so soon? Be sure to stop by again sometime. Here, bye. It's good to see you. Yeah, now that Tara's gone, you're looking hot. So strong. She shot you down because you're shorty. Talk about burned to a crisp. Well, since we have this gift, and Minifi won't be consuming it anyways. Tuffle Buffle, you pile of umbral dung. To think I trusted you when you claimed we could hit it big as performers. But every time I turn around, you're stuffing your face. And you can't even help me land my dream girl. Why, you ungrateful... Need I remind you of the time when you froze trying to hand over your love letteroo to Tralulu? Who was it that took time out of his busy day to read it in front of the entire class? And those misshapen acorn cookies you were going to give her. Who was kind enough to eat them for you? You goblin-brained nitwitteroo. Why, Ayada? So that's why everyone was giggling when I sulked back from the bathroom stalls. You obnoxious onion head. Enough, you two. Cretins. I knew you'd be running amok and sullying the good name of our coalition. Ah! Musto Rusto, run! Vanadil hath no fury worry, like a Mithra scorned. And here's where they flee, right? Yup. Boom. Scorned? Why, he told me he had to work late last night. Ah! Oh, go. Go after those two before I call the peacekeepers. And our management skill has increased by 0.2, probably, and we get some limit points. What? What on Vanadil? The nerve. They've got a lot of explaining to do. What am I supposed to do with this? Alright, so there's another quest done. I'm sure we'll be seeing that group, though. Paladi and the two Charo. What were they called again? I can't remember. Taro sauce, that's what it was. We'll be seeing them again. Alright, so I want to make a quick trip to see our buddy at the docks. The guy that's always hungry. Alright, so Westerly Breeze. Here he is. Here's our buddy. Let's talk to him again. It's a new day. What does he have to say? We've shared so many memories together, haven't we? Like the time you gave me that bottle of goblin drink. I had to curl up on the ground for hours before I stopped feeling sick. But anyway, the little chocobo who told me about bowls of wisdom soup recently chirped to me about a pink beverage. Apparently the liquid inside is heretical or something. And bizarre stuff happens to your body when you drink it. I've got to have one. I must experience its effects firsthand. Nice try. That face won't work on me. I've seen it too many times already. Make sure it's the pink one that's sparkling. Sparkling and pink, okay? Okay? Alright, well, we just so happened to have gone to the auction house and picked up a cursed beverage. Which was kind of expensive, actually. I think it cost about 80,000. I mean, gosh, and it's very high level to synthesize. So it's a hard item to get, and you can't buy it anywhere. But anyway, I bought it just so we could do this quest, but let's give it to him. Yes, it's pink. It's sparkly. It's exactly what I asked for. It goes down smoother than Puggle Row. Oh, and there's the slightest bite to it that brings out its sweetness. I love it. Yeah. By the Founder King, the pain consumes my soul. Altana, forgive me my trespasses. So the rumors were true. It is cursed. Oko, when will my body stop shaking? Maybe getting back to work will make me forget how disgusting I feel. There we go. That's the last bit of food I think we're going to be getting for him. This is the last thing he says. And then he just talks about the Velks like he was before. Yeah. Alright, so there we are. That's the final one with Westerly Breeze. Yeah, I don't think it's been long enough. Well, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if it's been long enough to get the Amchoo one going again. Let me just check. You remember what I asked you to do, right? Well, no, I don't, actually. Here, this one, Sid's Secret. This is what we want to finish quickly. So in order to do this, though, we're going to need a bottle of wine. So let's just go to the... we have to deliver... Yeah, let's go to the auction house. Hopefully we can buy one. There's one available. It's 50,000. Let's see if we can get it for 40,000. Okay, 50,000 it is. Alright, so now we got the wine. So now we want to go... we want to see Hilda, which is who he wanted us to see. I don't even know if we talked to her yet. In fact, she's probably going to tell us to get that item. Where is she? Hold on. She's in a restaurant. She's in Port Bastock. Alright, so we were looking for... Yeah, this is it. The Steaming Sheep Restaurant right in front of us. So that was perfect. Yeah, we're going to come in here, and this is where we're going to find... What's your name? Oh, there she is upstairs. Wait, what? She's upstairs, but there's... Hold on. Hilda. Yeah, that's her. Can I just talk to her from down here? Oh, she's coming. Okay. I think we were able to talk to her through floors. This is weird. I'm pretty sure someone mentioned something about a nation called the Empire of Atragon to me before. Now, who was that again? Here she comes. Yes? If there's anything you can do to help... Well, I'm running a little low on salt, and I'm having trouble with the bookkeeping, and, oh, it's no use. I've been trying to manage this restaurant ever since my husband died 20 years ago, but I still can't do anything properly. The other day, a customer ordered a Rolandberry 874 CE, but I haven't been able to get any. He was a regular customer when my husband ran this place, so I wish I could serve him the next time he comes in. Alright, so we want to trade... her the Rolandberry. There we go. Isn't this... Yes, it is a Rolandberry 874 CE. Thank you so much. Oh, I should pay you for your trouble. You were asked to help me? But who would? The chief engineer himself? I see. Let us go upstairs. There are a few things I should tell you. Chief Sid was a close friend of my husband's. He was the one who gave my husband his job in the Palborough mines. Digging mithril there earned him enough gil to open this restaurant. Then, 20 years ago, They discovered a new vein of mithril in the Palborough mines, and my husband, though long retired by then, was called in to oversee the diggings. Things were going smoothly until a batch of the new type of explosives they were using went off without warning, and as if waiting for such an opportunity, the Khadav attacked. You must have guessed by now, Chief Engineer Sid was the one who designed the formula for the new explosive. I would be lying if I said I never blamed Sid for my husband's death, even though my husband would surely have forgiven him. Give this letter to Sid for me. Tell him he doesn't have to worry about me or this restaurant. Alright, we get an unfinished letter. Alright, so let's go back to the metalworks and show that to Sid, and then that should be enough to finish this quest so that we can continue with the one that we're working on with Sid's son, Midris. Alright, so we're back at Sid's factory here. Let's show him the unfinished letter that we just got from Hilda. A letter? I see. Miss Hilda said that, huh? But I didn't mean to... No, never mind. You've done what I asked. I'll give you a reward. But please, don't tell anyone about this, especially not Rybat. Did you say something, Chief? Gah, don't waste time talking. Get back to work. Alright, there's a ram mantle for our trouble, but most importantly, though, that quest is complete, so that we will be able to move forward with a quest called Vegetable Frustration in the future, which is part of the Seekers of Adelan expansion. But I have to take care of this one and get this one knocked out. Alright, so here we are back at Amchuchu's laboratory. Just gonna wait for the stroke of midnight, and then we should be able to continue with this. Welcome back, Oko. I hope you haven't waited too long. Here you are. Make sure it doesn't get wumpled on your way back to Bastok. Back to work for me. Alright, so we receive Amchuchu's missive. Now we're going to take that to Sid and the metalworks at Bastok. Sid, please, calm down. Who is it now? Oko, I'm in no mood for lollygagging, so out with it. A letter from Amchuchu? I don't even have to open the damn thing to know what it's about. I've heard all about my good-for-nothing son. He's dead to me now. I've expelled him from my tutelage. Tell your precious Amchuchu that there's no need to look after that fool any longer. Chew on that. Now, get the hell out of here. Before you arrived, someone from the Tenshodo paid us a visit, asking for Sid. He's been like that ever since. I don't know all the details, but I'll hang on to that letter just in case. We hand over the Amchuchu's missive. Alright, so let's head back to... What does he say? I'm sorry, kid. I'm really busy right now. Come back later here. Yeah, alright. So let's go back to the Inventors Coalition and let Amchuchu know that we delivered it. Oh, what a pleasure to see you again, Oko. Tell me, how did Sid take the news woos? You're kidding me! Sid was boiling over like a potaroo of stew left to sit on the stove? He said, what? Expelled? You mean Sid actually expelled Junior? Expelled? Junior, you overheard. Oh, great. Just when you thought things couldn't get any worse. But why? If he got mad before reading my letteroo, then someone else must have told him first. Yes, that's the only logical explanation. This is quite a conundrum wonderum, but I think I'm out of cards to play. Maybe we had best let things simmer down, while those two collect their thoughts. Oko, I almost forgot. Those materials you brought back for me sure did the trick, and you did me the favor of delivering Wivering, the letter to Sid. So, here you go. I think we should probably stay out of this for the time being. But I didn't become head of this coalition because I was slow on the Theateroo. So I'll be sure to brew up a remedy soon. When the time comes, I trust Roo that you'll be willing to come to Junior's aid again. Well, we will. So there we are. I got some more Rarab tails and some more Bailed and another increase to our Adeline fame. Okay, so now we are going to... I think we're going to go back to the Mummers again and check in with our friend there. Because I think she's still got some things going on that she needs some help with. That was... Oh, you know what? That's actually not true. Hold on. Yeah, no, actually we're not doing that. We're not checking in at the Mummers. We're actually going to bypass her. Yeah, and we're going to go to the crates and check in with the Mischief Markers. The Mischief Marker, the Tartaru sauce. My tummy-wummy aches for sinful succulence. First, the cheap has all the fine dining establishmentaroos. I didn't get a chance to read that. Are we doomed to forever be denied our meal ticket? Meal ticket? You would abandon all we have worked hard for just because you can't stuff your face? She just took the mannequin away for storage. I suppose it is a bitaroo on the heavy side. And you've seen the way her whiskers twitch whenever she gets embarrassed. She certainly wouldn't be cautaroo dead, lugging that thing around. So that means it couldn't have gone far. That's right-aroo. Who are we to let this bounty linger on the line? Uh-oh, it's Oko! Perfect. You're right-aroo on time to help us in our most delightful of plans, to rescue our mannequin from its undoubtedly wooden prison. Surely, Whirly, you remember when we used it to help me practice my paean of love to Minifi del Quaba. Well, maybe use isn't the right word, but it's the one that looks just like the cheap. She probably stash-washed it away in some old warehouse around here. And, before you do that, Tuffle Buffle, get rid of those awful waffle things. What awful things? Maybe love potions? Maybe they're the ones responsible for all those young people in love? Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Over here, nearby where they're hanging out, there's this place. A door depository, it says. Let's check this out. She couldn't have lugged it much further than this. A pity for you two. that the only buffet you'll find is one of lint and sawdust. Celestine here, ready to lead you to heaven with my pearly whites. And I, Fabioso, will entice you to the underworld with my sinfully sweet stare. Together, we'll whisk you away from your troubles and turn your knees to... Wait. What's the meaning of this? We, Taro Sauce, have enchanted all of Adeline with our wonderful antics and hijinks. Dashing dreamers? Ha! More like dribbling dopes. Well, why, you little... The only dribbling going on here is your spittle as you stand agape at our masculine prowess. And who names their two-gill duo Taro Sauce, anyway? I cannot fathom how short that straw you drew must have been. Now, Celestine. There's no need to crucify two Taro who are obviously down on their luck. You're right, of course. How unbecoming to let them get under my skin. About that buffet, I mean, of course, that you won't find your mannequin here. It has been relocated to Water Garden Coliseum. Dine on that. Water Garden Coliseum? Then it's off to Rala Waterways we go. Isn't that where Maester Flaviria holds her raptor fightaroos? Tohoho! The concessions that peddled inside are to die for. We can watch some fights, fill our bellies, and take back our mannequin. And Oko, as our lovely assistant to Rue, I demand that you come with us and see that our plans bear fruit. Alright, so we are going to the Rala Waterways. We're going to take the entrance through the eastern Adeline. Alright, so I believe the Colosseum is just right down here. Yep, there we go. Now, do we talk to her or do we click on the door? Let me just see here. Yeah, we want to click on the door. We want to ignore Yega for now. Hello, we're here to claim that which is rightfully ours. Is it just me, or is there no one here? Were we supposed to use the service entrance? And there are no raptor fights or anything. Boneheaded twerps found the guts to come here, right into our grasp. And a grand welcome here to the bright lights and dazzling effects of the Dashing Dreamers' next show. Don't worry, my lovely Taro friends. We'll let you do a special little number that'll leave your head spinning. Yes, spinning and whirling and twirling all the way to a cargo ship bound straight for the Middlelands. Hungry for more? Then feast your eyes on this delicate contraption we've prepared especially for you. Absolutely amazing, the cheap, she's moving. But what's the look of murder in her eyes? Oko, you've gotta help us. Alright, so we'll bring our trusts. Alright, here we go. So we got our trusts, our food. So there's a bunch of the people here we gotta fight. But we only need to finish one of them, and that's Papati. Oh, this one. Yeah, the Mithra. So let's see how we do here. Let's just see if we can quickly end this. We don't want our Taro to die. If they die, we're toast. Where are my trusts? Oh, there they are. Let's see if I can provoke Celestin here to maybe concentrate on me a little bit. I don't know. Yikes. Let's see how the Taro doing. Tuffle, I'll give her a buff. This battle, I think, is going to be harder than I was expecting, I think. Tuffle, Buffle. Oh, they're doing alright. I'll keep my eye on them. Okay. How are we doing here? Let's see. Let's do some bops. Let's do an Intervene. Berserk. Warcry. Sentinel. Rampart. Alright, we can have a Savage Blade here. So it looks like the concentration is left the Taro, so that's good. So let's just see if we can just kind of keep it like this. Alright, we just managed to squeak through there. It was tough. We lost Velanerol, but we did it, I think. Hehehe. Life must be so difficult when your face looks like a Dalmol stomped on it. Now, to stuff these two into barrels and get them boarded for the fabulous journey. Boat heading for Nowheresville, population 2. And as for you, well, we only brought 2 barrels, so promise not to show your face around here anymore, and we'll call it square. No one will ever find this stupid prop within the recesses of the nearby depository. So we did win that, right? I mean, it made it look like we lost, but I think we did win. Oh. Oh, maybe we did lose. I'm confused. How do you know if we fail or won? I'm confused. Okay, I'm just going to assume that we won, and I'm going to go to the location that we're supposed to go. Isn't that bizarre? I don't even know if I won or not. It's just so confusing. Ah, whatever. It's fine. Alright, so we're back in Western Edelin. So let me see here. We're looking for a door. That's it. Svenja's door. That's what we're looking for. Well, Svenja's Manor. The door of Svenja's Manor. So, yeah, it looks like we successfully did that. Or we probably wouldn't be getting this cutscene. My good lady, a word, if you please. Why, would you look who it is? Have you brought some more saffron blossoms for our mistress? Yes, I have. Where can I find her? I hate to turn you away after all your generosity, but you must understand that she is quite busy these days. Do not fret. I will make sure they reach her. Oh, I see. Thank you very much. Oh, I remember you. You are the man who found some Hannah Bloom leaves for us, right? I am so pleased you came to see us again. Thanks to your help, Mistress Svenja and other members of our order have begun looking for a cure for that poor lad. It was not 3 days ago that we were able to give a concrete time frame for when the medicine will be ready. You should have seen the smile on that Logan's face. I am a bit embarrassed to ask you such a question at this late juncture, but I forgot to inquire as to your name. Oko, thank you again for all you have done for us. Logan mentioned that he wanted to express his gratitude directly, so I humbly ask that you do us the kindness of stopping by his residence. He is in the local hospital at present. Just turn left and you'll find it. What? In the hospital? Wait a minute. Okay, hold on a second. Huh. Let me just see this here. No, there's something very strange going on here. Am I looking at the right thing here? Hospital. Where is the hospital? Huh, I'm kind of baffled by this. This doesn't really follow what the book, or what the online guide is saying. Oh, here we go. Hospital. This step isn't mentioned in the... Okay, hold on. I think they just put things in different order. Just who are you? Oh, you're the one who found the Hannah Bloom leaves for me. You have my thanks. I should be able to head back out to the continent once I've completed my medicine. You see, I'm a pioneer. Before I got sick, I once whacked a marble right upside the head with my pickaxe. Of course, it broke in half thanks to that brute's thick hide, so she started scurrying back to whatever hole she crawled out of before I could finish the job. Just my luck. Anyway, I whipped my trusty dagger out from my side of my boot and stabbed her right as she turned around, but I must have jabbed it in there a bit too hard. Now it's gone. 'Twas my first weapon, too. What would my father say if he were alive to hear that I lost it? Well, on the bright side, at least I have a goal to reach for once I get out of this infirmary. That reminds me, I need to tell my leader that it won't be long before I report back to duty. If you ever find yourself in Moramar Basalt Fields, could you stop by the Frontier Station and tell Borgest that I'll be back up and on my feet in no time? Thanks, friend. Okay. I'll click that again just to see. If you ever find yourself more... I wonder if I'm supposed to be doing something. This is not following what the guide is telling me, you guys, so that's just why I'm a little confused. See, it's telling me that after Svenja's Manor, where we were, then it's telling us to go to Sea Gates and find harvesting points, laugh at it, then trade sickles with harvesting points. This is so bizarre. If done successfully, we have a chance of harvesting the Gafage room, harvesting for key items. I'm gonna buy a king truffle. They're nice and cheap. Let's see, can I get it for 3,000? Yes, we can. Alright, good. So, now we're gonna go back and talk to... What was her name again? Dahlia? No, Hilda. Hilda in Port Bastock. Alright, so let's head into the steamed sheep. The Steaming Sheep pub. Get Hilda to come down. Ah, it's you. That customer I told you about came back. And I was able to serve him Rolandberry 874 this time, thanks to you. He said he used to work with my husband in the metalworks before he retired. He wanted to have a king truffle the next time he comes, but I don't know where to get one. Well, girl, we just got one for you. We got you covered. Oh my, wherever did you find this? Thank you. You've saved me again. I must tell that customer to come back. Oh, but I forgot to ask him his name. He said he still worked in the metalworks. He said he used to work with my husband there. He's a Galka, very reserved but polite. Do you know him? If you do see him, could you give him this letter of invitation for me? And we get the steaming sheep invitation, and that's obviously, what's his name? Raybat. Yeah, in the metalworks, who works with Sid. Let's go talk to him. Alright, so here's Raybat. To help the chief with his airship modification project, we need a large quantity of pieces of Garhada teak lumber. However, we do not want to draw any unwanted attention to ourselves by importing through Juno. Yeah, that wasn't the conversation we were looking for. Here we are, an invitation from the steaming sheep, Please do not mention this to the chief, but tell the proprietor I will go visit her establishment as soon as I can. Alright, let's go tell her. Did you give my letter to my customer? You did? Thank you. You say his name is Raybat? He works in Sid's lab as the chief engineer's aide? Now that you mention it, I do remember hearing his name before. Oh. Thank you for your invitation, Miss Hilda. I must apologize for my lack of manners, for ordering dishes and not even leaving my name. Please, Mr. Raybat, come this way. Your husband and I were hired the same year by the Metalworks Department of Mining, but we were never on good terms, to say the least. Then why? Most humans only think of us as big brutes, but your husband was the only one to see me, a Galka, as someone worthy enough to be his rival. The other humans did not even consider me capable of being a scientist. Your husband, though, would come to me every time he made a breakthrough and brag. You may laugh, but I cannot explain how happy I was that he would come to me and no one else. Yes, my husband was like that. He was outspoken, honest about his feelings, even childish in some ways. His wanting to open this restaurant, for example. Yes, I was dismayed at first when he decided to retire, but after seeing this place, I understand why. When did you decide to work for the chief engineer? I didn't think his kind of work was in your field of expertise. Your husband used to tell me about him. When I learned that it was his invitation that caused your husband's demise, I decided to approach him without revealing my true intents. What were you thinking of doing? I wanted to see what kind of man could live with the death of so many on his conscience, but I have yet to understand him fully. He is more complex than any equation I've had to solve. But do not worry, madam. Vengeance is long gone from my mind. I understand now why your husband was so fond of him. He and Sid are very much alike. Yes, I know. I will study Sid's work, and when I understand it fully, I will pass that knowledge down to future generations. That is what your husband would have wanted me to do. I know that now. Alright, we got a speed bow. Something that we'll never use. Oh, where is it? Oh, God. There it is. Yeah. But more importantly, I needed that quest done so that I could do the vegetable frustration quest in Adeline. Alright, so we're back at the Inventors Coalition. Let's go check on that crazy gal, Am Choo Choo, once again. Let's bother her a little bit more, because it's so much fun. Oh, Oko, it's you. I was just wondering what to do about that Silly Willy Jr. of ours. He does his work here at the Coalition, but he just hasn't been the same since that whole terrible wearable affair with his father. He grimaces all the time, like he's faking whatever enthusiasm he has left. He's like a Flatteroo bottle of Frontier soda that's been left out all day. No fizz, no pizzazz. Lately, I've been seeing him out by the docks, wearing out at the ocean. Now, ever since that business with those stubborn-wubbern peacekeepers, I've also been thinking, we might not be able to convince Sid to forgive Wiv, his son, so easily, but there is something we can do. Finding out what made our boy want to become an inventor to begin with might help us bring the old Junior back whack. If Junior can remember the thing he loves the most about engineering, he might be able to climb out of the dumps and be his old fizzy self again. And that's where you come in. I want you to go to Bastock and find out what made the old Junior tick. Find out what wired him. The future butcher of high-density vegetable cultivation is at stake here, Oko. Don't mess this up. Alright, so let's go to Sid's lab at the Metalworks in Bastock. What made Midris want to become an engineer? The only person who can answer that properly is Midris himself. But wait. I remember now, back when he was still a boy, no older than 10, he got in a fight with one of the other children. The other child had a father who was seriously injured in the mining accident, and he took it all out on Midris. If it weren't for your father's rotten powder, that explosion never would have happened, or something like that. Midris was dumbfounded, and came to me for the truth. Sadly, it's not easy to lie to a child. He didn't say anything after that, but now that I think of it, that might have been the day. Ever since then, he would always be reading the explosives manual Sid gave him, and would sometimes come to me with questions on mixtures and component ratios. That's about all I can remember, though hard to say if that's really what made him take up the hammer. What? You want to know where the accident happened? Listen, it's been over 20 years now. I don't go there anymore. None of us do. But I won't stop you if you're serious. It was in Palborough Mines. Take the elevator up to the 3rd floor. The explosion happened down the unfinished shaft around G8. I'll never forget that shaft. It's been ages, though. I wouldn't get your hopes up of finding anything down there. Looks like we are going to the Palborough Mines. Here we are at the Palborough Mines. Yeah, we want to... I think it's this part of the map. We want to go to G8, so that's just a little bit further north. Yeah, that's close. This won't be tough. This should be easy. Knock on wood. Okay, so we're going to go up here to G8, and we're looking for... a peculiar fissure. That's not it, is it? Nope. We're not at G8 yet. Oko. Pay attention. We gotta go further north. Straight ahead, I believe. It's probably... well, it has to be. Unless we're on the wrong map. But this tunnel right up here. Let's go through here. There's a scorpion in here. There's also a peculiar fissure, which is what we're looking for. I'm just going to ignore the scorpion. Alright, click on this. Reach for it. The crack is too tight for your hand to reach it. Bang on it. The rock doesn't budge. Reach for... So we're just supposed to keep on doing this over and over, if you can believe it. This is what we're supposed to do. I'll just do... I don't know if we're supposed to alternate or just do the same one over and over. Oh, look at that. That was different. Think. It looks... Yeah, your hand hurts. It looks like only explosives will get this crack open. But how to split the rock without destroying whatever is on the other side? It might be best to head back to Raybat for advice. So let's do that. And I set the home point, but I might not be able to use warp right now. No, I can't. I'll have to wait for a minute and a half. You know who knows the right explosive mixtures for the bedrock and Paulboro mines better than anyone? That's right, Midris. I don't know if he'd be willing to help, but he's the one you need to talk to. That kid would always be hanging around the port docks when something was on his mind. If they have docks over in Adeline, I'm guessing that's where he'd be. I've got to get back to work now. God, they sure don't give you much information on what to do. I don't know how you would do this without a guide. It's just impossible. We have to get a sabiki rig now and take that to a spot. Well, you'll see. Oh, God. Well, okay, first we have to head back to Adeline and activate a completely random little area in order to continue this quest. So I'll meet you right by the center of town in West Adeline. Alright, it was actually here at the waterfront is where we wanted to be. So, he should be around here somewhere. We're looking for a spot called a contemplation site. There it is. Right near the dock here. So I don't know how you would ever know to come here, but click this spot. And here we find Midris fishing. Hey Midris. Oh, it's you, Oko. Did Choo Choo tell you to look for me here? Yep, being by the ocean always helps me clear my head. You know, the ocean's a funny sort of thing. It's at once teeming with life, offers us a bounty of food and warmth from its currents, and at the same time it can be dark and violent and betray all those who would dare trespass against it. On my journey to Adeline, no matter how low or dejected I became, looking out to the wide ocean would calm my thoughts. The sea was always there for me, and didn't care what anyone thought or said. Kinda like a parent, I guess. Well, now that I'm an orphan again, I'll probably be spending a lot more time out here. Sorry, I didn't mean to get you down. What is it that you wanted? The best explosive powder for Paulboro mines? Sure, I can help. I don't know what you'd use it for, but I know exactly what you need to get through the bedrock down there. But in return, do you think you could get me a sabiki rig? Looks like my line snapped clean. I'm gonna need better tackle if I want to keep fish on the menu tonight. I'll get your powder ready in the meantime. Alright, I should have got one ahead of time, but we gotta get a sabiki rig. We can either buy it from a fisherman's guild or the auction house. Alright, so here's Babu at the Fisherman's Guild, and I believe she has what we're looking for. Here it is, a sabiki rig. A sabiki rig. Yeah, we'll buy one of those for 2,300. It's not the cheapest thing ever, but also not the most expensive. Alright, so that's it. Back to Adeline. We will trade the sabiki rig. Oh, where is it? Oh my god. Here we are. Great. This is just what I needed. And here's the blend of blast powder you wanted, as promised. Do you remember what I prepared back at Seagates? This stuff is basically the same. The blast itself stays small, Well, the chemical reaction it produces means you can clear out obstacles with surgical precision. Here you go. Let me know if you need more. Alright, and we might need more because this is a bit of a tricky battle. We gotta go back. No, we have to take this now. To the Palborough Mines where we just were. A little while ago. So I'll just meet you guys there and then I'll explain how this works. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is kill this scorpion, get it out of the way. So we don't want that bothering us. Okay, so I'm gonna just put my Outrider mail on real quick, so we have the best possible chance against this. I don't know what to expect from this. This is gonna be weird. Yeah, like the testimonial I'm looking at online, it's recommending using the Trust Amchuchu, Aroha 2, and Rosulacia. I don't have any of those. They also recommend Shantoto 2, which we have and we're using, and Celtius, but I never use him. Let me just check here, because we need we need something that can use Dispel, apparently, because this monster we're about to fight needs to be dispelled. And I'm just looking at Celtius. He doesn't cast Dispel that I can see. Anyway, let's just give this a try. It'll only cost us another Sabiki rig in order to do this again. So let's just try it here. Click this. Oh, we get a cutscene. I thought. Yeah, okay. First the cutscene. Yeah, here we go. There's the little bomb. That's the monster we're going to be fighting. But it's sort of a gimmicky fight. Wait, what are you doing? Not there. That wall isn't safe. Alright, so here we go. Click on the peculiar fissure. Spawns the incensed pineapple. So here we go. And we are level capped on this for some reason. I'm not sure what level they cap us at. So, I don't know what the gimmick is here. Let's just see how this works. Apparently, what does it say here? Yeah, if it self-destructs, we'll fail. We fail the battle. I don't know. Let's just see what happens here with our usual team. Lost Philanerol. So, I think we lost. Yeah. So that was an interesting fight, huh? What does it say here? The incensed pineapple falls to the ground? Yeah, the incensed pineapple uses self-destruct. Okay, so we failed. Well. I'm not sure what we do about this. Boy. Oh, okay. I see a list here of a whole bunch of characters that have Dispel. We have some of these. Alright, well, we'll have to try again with a different setup. I'll be right back. Alright, so there, I'm pretty sure now we're getting a different cutscene, so we definitely defeated them this time. These nobodies are all over us like a bad rash. 2 black-nosed pimples marring my smooth, supple skin. We'll remember this, you talentless hacks. My gorgeous big mama, the most beautiful in the land, will come and give you what for. Celestine, we talked about this. My sweet mama is the prettiest lady in the land, not yours. Don't make me remind you of what happened the last time we... Ugh. Here's your stupid doll. A dashing dreamer always pays his debts. And you wanted some meat for your grinder? Then let me throw in a little something else. But you need to lay off the fat. Oh, a tasty treateroo? What is... Yeah. Haha. A special mushroom crepe. Made by yours truly. Hopefully you find it palatable. No! Celestine, we need to have a chat about how many sweet mama's lustrous mane has as much volume as that coming out your mama's nose. What? Fabioso, my big mama is a pop star supreme. Next to her, yours is as flat as a wooden board. Oko, he's got droopy whoopy eyes, and they won't pop open. Aha! If I were ill, I know who I'd want to take care of me. Svenja. Yes, that's it. To the Order of Janiston we go. I'll lug Tuffle Buffle to her manse. So in the meantime, you take care of the mannequin. You are left utterly speechless. Alright, so there we are. So that all worked out the way we wanted in the end. Alright, so now we're just going to head back to the center part of town of Western Adeline and knock on Svenja's door. And now we should get the appropriate cutscene. Alright, so Svenja's is right up here in the northeastern part of the center square. Let's click on her door. What on Vanadil? Othelius, whatever are you on about? Sweet heavens above, are the two of you alright? I'm fine, but it's Tuffle Buffle. Please, Svenja, you've got to do something. Let me take a look. Is he gonna make it? His illness does not appear to be fatal, however. He seems to have suffered some unbearable shock. I cannot say when he will rejoin us. You're saying he might be a vegetable forever? He could be hale by the next dawn, or it could be as long as... Svenja, I don't care what it takes. You've got to help Welt bring him back. Without him, Taru Sauce will never be able to claim our due. I made him a promise. I swore to him that we'd be able to eat Aru like kings once we achieve star status as Vanadil's most prolific comedic duo. I'm gonna fulfill that promise, but I cannot do it alone. Aha! Perhaps we can come up with a more unorthodox treatment. One fit for a man who liked nothing more than to see others laugh. Mistress Svenja, are you referring to the medicinal plant that sprouts over in Sea Gates? None other. Yet I fear that obtaining such a remedy requires a patient hand, and more than a couple ponzes of luck. One of the Scouts Coalition's dispatches once offhandedly mentioned a surefire way to spot one in the wilds. They react favorably to large sounds of a jovial nature, causing them to spring forth from the soil faster than if you applied the Civic Arboretum's most potent fertilizer. So all we need is to find it and feed-weed it to Tuffle Buffle, right? I am loath to offer assurances, but it can prove no less effective than waiting for the illness to take its course. Yet, our first order of business should be to transport Tuffle Buffle to the infirmary post-haste. I'll carry him there while Oko searches for the plant. You will, won't you, Oko? It might be the only way to shake Tuffle Buffle out of his slumber. Meanwhile, I won't take my eyes off him for a second. Please, Oko. He needs you. The plant responds best to laughter. Remember that, should you get stuck. So there we are. So that now everything makes sense, huh? So we're gonna head to the sea gates, and I'll just take the entrance through South Sizik Battlefield. Battleground, pardon me. Alright, I want to get rid of... Oh, I guess it could be okay. Alright, so we found a harvesting spot. So I'm going to, first of all, go into my inventory and take out some sickles. 10 should be fine, I hope. Okay, then we're going to do this thing where we have to select it and then laugh at it. Okay. Oh, there we go. Obtain the key item Guffaw Shroom. I don't know if moving away from it made any difference or not, but there we are. That was really weird, huh? So we kept doing it, and there we are. We finally got it. Okay, so now we are going to... Yep, just head back to the hospital that's just across the... That's very close to Svenja's. Alright, so here's Svenja's place. So yeah, right over here, just basically the next building is where the hospital was. So let's click on that. Oko, tell well me you didn't come back empty-handed. Othelius, please extract the critical ingredients and measure out a proper dosage. At once. You hand over the Guffaw Shroom. Though I may have used the term dosage, this is not a proper medicine. It is a more tribalistic remedy, with the nutrients found in the Guffaw Shroom serving to stimulate the nerves. In layman's terms, I hope to jolt him back into consciousness. It's all ready. We just have to administer. I'll do it. Blah! Ugh! Hey, Mr. Rusto, you're aiming to keep all our profits to yourself by poisoning me, aren't you? Well, you see, we were just trying to jolt ya. We administered a draft containing a small amount of non-lethal toxins from a gavroche room in an attempt to wake you from your torpor. Unpalatable, but necessary. You gave me a poisoned mushroom? I knew it. You were trying to send me to sleep weep with the fishes. No, it's nothing like that. Lies and slander, wander! Wait, just where am I anyway? The infirmary in Western Adeline. An infirmary? Wormery? What am I doing here? We've got no time for such nonsense. Our fans demand that we rehearse our act backstage, and I can't possibly do that when my tummy is rumbling like a storm on lightning day. Rehearse. The only thing you care about is stuffing your face. I suspect everything is back to normal. Oko, while you were here, could you please take that dreadful thing with you? I am afraid Othelius may have thrown his back out carrying it here. So now we want to go to the crates that the Tarotaro hang out at. Their mischief marker. We went backstage, but there were no refreshmentaroos whatsoever. First, I slip into unconsciousness. Now there's nothing to nibble-wibble on. Is that all you can think about? No, thanks for saving me, or I knew I could count a roo on you. And lest a roo you forget, it was your ravenous appetite that got you into this debacle to begin with. Why, you ungrateful. Remember when you broke out into a cold sweateroo before your final exam? Just who was it that slipped a jug of Mary's milk into your tea to calm your nerves? You goblin-brained nitwitteroo. Why, yada! That was you the whole time? Halfway through the essay section I passed out, leaving a pool of spittle where there should have been my magnum opus wopus. You obnoxious onion head. Enough, you two. You morons had better... Hold on. Why aren't you running? Musto Rusto, did you see that? Not only does our mannequin move, she walks. Who are you calling a mannequin? I have half a mind to... It's the real cheap! Run! Well, there they go again. And why are those two still in Adeline anyway? Does that mean that the dashing dreamers failed? Then they still need a manager to keep their sorry butts out of trouble. Only one thing to do. Oko, hearty congratulations are in order. I am promoting you to an official manager, effective immediately. Oh no. No need for you to sign anything this time. And I quote, "The provisions set forth in the preceding article shall apply mutatis mutandis to an employee promoted to a managerial position," meaning, in part, that you are still in full commission. Your remuneration shall be paid on a sliding scale based on the performance of your charges. So if you don't want to get robbed, I suggest you get out there and work them to the bone. But I've forgotten your official Mummers Coalition sign yet. Stop by when you have a moment, and I'll get it prepared. But before you do that, track down those two before they eat us out of house and home. Our management skill increased by 0.2, probably. Get back here. Stop, I say. Hang on, We're right back where we started. Oh dear, just when I thought we'd gotten used to the layout-aroo, too. Yo, Musto Rusto, remember the conversation we had over a nice cup of cocoa when we first came to Adeline Wadeline? All our hopes and dreams. How could I possibly forget it? We proclaimed that we were going to be the biggest Aru Tarotaro's stars Vanadil has ever seen. Even Moomer would acquiesce to our might Aru. Just like our dream, we're Tarotaro Supreme. At least that's what it was supposed to be. But when you filled out the form at the Mummers Coalition, all you could think about was fried fish wish. So we ended up as Tarotaro sauce. Bwahaha! Don't sweataroo the small stuff. Even as Tarotaro sauce, our goals are still within our grasp. As long as we've got each other weather. You're right, Aru. Together we can lick any problem, big or small. And now, Musto Rusto, it's time for our Great Aru escape. Tuffle Buffle uses a Hermes quencher. They both do. Off they go. Yep. Ooh, our management skill is now 1. Congratulations, you are now an official manager, probably. Alright. Let's just head over to the Mummers Coalition and see Paladi, since she mentioned. We can go to her, and there's still one more thing that we can pick up while we're there. Alright, so here we are at the Mummers Coalition. Let's talk to Paladi Shalmore. You're undoubtedly here for your Mummers Coalition sign yet, so I'll give you a choice of 4. Choose wisely, as if you want another one, I'll charge you a handling fee of 10,000 bailed. But such precious signets take a fair bit of time to fashion, so you may need to wait a tad in between transactions. Alright, so there's these 4 different earrings. One for a Beast Master, one for a Summoner, one for a Dragoon, and one for a Puppet Master. Now, I was considering getting the one for Summoner, but we already got some treasures for our Summoner, including the Evoker's Ring and the special, that Gerfurnder, or whatever, however you say it, that special staff we got from Obero for our Summoner. So I am planning on exploring some Adargon jobs later, including Blue Mage and Puppet Master. So this will be a nice little bonus for our Puppet Master then, I think. I think I'm actually going to choose this one, the Borana Earring for Puppet Master, even though we haven't started on Puppet Master yet. That'll be a nice little bonus once we get to level 99 when we do get there on Puppet Master. So there we go. There's a little special item that we'll be able to use in the future. And that completes another quest in here. Where is it? It's an earring, so it should be south. Yeah, so there we are. So there's another quest complete here in Western Adeline. Though storms may brew and threaten the land, there is one shining star that shall help us to stand. It remains resolute before man, before beast, and brings with it a song, a bright hope when fortune has ceased. This ally is just, its eyes raised to the sky, protecting us from our foes. A blessing from on high. Looks like he might not be dead after all. Alright, so there we are. We got our Edelyn's Refuge, and we got a little preview there of a story. Something in the story that might be happening. I don't think we've seen the last of Malaqua. And yeah, I think that's more than enough for this episode. So, in the next episode, we're going to be, I think, meeting back at level at the Pioneers Coalition to continue the story then. Alright? But that's everything for now, so thank you everybody for watching my video today. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel by clicking below. I'm Oko, and I'll see you guys all in our next episode of Final Fantasy XI. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one. Bye for now.